I'm pumped and I'm ready to go. I'm so ready that I've ordered from a place called Thrilled Cheese, which sounds stupid. Okay, so now you're here. So I must have been stuck in a period where you can't change characters, but the game doesn't tell you. Like, it might have mentioned it at some point, but didn't tell me at the time. But anyway, we're in a new chapter, and it says to play as Haruka, so I'm going to play as Akiyama. Just to see what quests pop up as a result of the new chapter, which might be all of them. Then I'll switch back to Haruka and finish her quests, and then continue the story, which might finish the campaign. Okay, there's at least 2 more. It was also completely possible I was going to walk out here and see nothing new. Because you might have to get to a certain part of the campaign. Like a specific part of the chapter for them to show up. You never know what you're gonna get. Those people all ran absolutely nowhere. Like there was no end goal there, but they ran anyway. Tee-hee-hee. Howdy. Oh, Akiyama-san. Just checking up on that Nanako Kodama-chan I sent your way. How's she working out? Nanako? She's been fantastic from the get-go. I've never seen a girl so eager to work. But enthusiasm isn't enough to win your requests from clients, is it? The world doesn't really work like that. All our girls are celebrities. That's our selling point. The chance to meet stars. In terms of looks, our hostesses are unbeatable. But the girls have their pride, too. They see themselves as stars, so why serve drinks as hostesses? I can see that. They're only working here because their agencies made them. Well, their pride gets in the way of business. You can't expect them to deliver friendly service with an attitude like that. It's nice to meet stars, but the service quality is disappointing for the price. That's what you get for hiring real hostesses. That's where Nanako-chan's different. She's incredibly friendly and courteous. Nothing like you'd expect from some snooty idol. She's been both humble and hardworking. Our guests get to know her, and next thing you know, they're lining up at the door. She's raking in the business. You don't say. Sounds like she might make number 1. I'll go back to the office and wait for the good news. Am I teleporting? Yep. Just pick up the cans. It's so much worse when they're knocked over. Me, like, how do you live like this? Akiyama-san. Hey, welcome back. I did it. I had the highest sales today. Sounds like it. I got a call from the club's manager. What do you think? Did I change your opinion of me? I guess you have. Okay then. What should I have you do next? Next? I'm not done yet? If you pass my test, I'll loan you the money. Really? Oh, alright, fine. I'll do whatever you want. I admire your commitment. Put that body to work. I'm concerned about this. I want you to put that body of yours to work. Huh? It might be tough for a pinup idol, but sometimes dreams don't come true unless you give it everything you have, you know? You can always say no, but that, of course, means you failed the test. If it were my agency asking this of me, I would never accept it. But since it's of my own free will, I can do it. I will do it. Is it of your own free will? If you say so. Where do you want me to go? Head on over to Sotenbori Street. I'll let them know you're coming. So they'll approach you when you get there. Okay. It's for 300 million yen. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Okay. Let's see just how well Little Miss Innocent fares. Okay, I was gonna say they left it weirdly vague. I'm like, put your body to work sounds strangely, like it sounds distressingly and like sexual in nature, which is why I was afraid to put it. Then I'm like, is she gonna show up with a fucking hard hat? That's exactly what happened. They meant like construction. It's finally over. My knees, my back, all my joints feel like they're made of rubber. Welcome back. You look a little winded there. Are you gonna be alright? You said it was a job using my body, but you never said anything about working at a construction site. Oh, I didn't. Well, anyhow, cheer up. You succeeded. You passed that test. Yay! I wasn't sexually exploited after all. It was just left weirdly vague to imply that for some reason. Why did they do that? Alright, the next test. Huh? Exactly how many more hoops do I have to jump through? Just one. Really? Really? This is the final test. So listen closely. Change your stage name. Pardon me? Nanako Kodama's done. You continue your career under a new name. But What's the matter? All you need to do is change your name. Shouldn't be a problem. Well, yes, but I need an answer. You either change your name or fail the test. You have 10 seconds. Unnecessary? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Time's up. You fail. You're awful. You gave me an impossible test, knowing I'd never accept it, didn't you? What makes it impossible? It's not a difficult task. If I stopped being Nanako Kodama, it would be just like giving in to my agency and changing my persona like they asked. That's completely unacceptable. I have to stay true to myself, and that includes keeping my name. Akiyama-san, I've played along this whole time, believed in its toy with me. You were never actually going to loan me the money, were you? Are you done making excuses? I'm not making excuses. Besides, those were really strange tests, and it was all completely meaningless, wasn't it? How would you know if any of this was meaningless or not? In fact, the final test told me exactly what I needed to know. It's impossible for you to go independent and start your own agency. You'd just be wasting your time. How dare you? What could you possibly learn about me from those silly tests? I learned quite a lot, actually. I wanted to see if you could swallow your pride and work hard as a hostess, compete against younger girls from your agency. I had to see if you had the courage to not back down in the face of danger and the smarts to achieve what you set out to do. And I also needed to know if you're physically capable of pursuing your dream even when pushed to the absolute limit. The 3 tests I gave you were all to see if you had the power to make your dream come true. The power to make my dream come true? Well, I passed your test, didn't I? Shouldn't I have it then? And if that's the case, what was with that final test? Why do I have to change my name? Power is one thing, will is another. I needed to see just how far you were willing to go for your dream. The final test confirmed it. Your dream isn't as precious as you make it out to be. You're just unhappy with your agency. Am I wrong? Well, power and will. They're equally important. Without one or the other, you're guaranteed to fail. There was another woman like you before. She also came to me for a loan of 300 million yen. I was going to take power and it was going to take power and will for her to realize her dream. Mirai Park had them both. Mirai Park? You mean from Dynachair? Yeah. A year and a half ago, she came to me for a loan to make her dream come true, just like you. And I assigned her the same 3 tests I gave you. She passed them all without a single word of complaint. Even though she's a former pop star, it couldn't have been easy working as a hostess among girls half her age, but that didn't stop her. She proved she could do it. What about that final test? Was it the same as the one you gave me? Park-san's final test? I told her to get out of the production business once her current project had ended. Huh? But that would mean her story would have ended the same way. out of business whether her project succeeded or not. It's not the same. Park-san turned her next chance into her last chance. It helped strengthen her resolve to make her dream come true. It proved she was committed to making that girl a star. Wait, you mean that girl on Princess League? Rather than her very livelihood as an agency president, Mireille Park chose to make her dream come true, if just for a moment. Once I saw that she had both the power and the will to realize her dream, I happily gave her that loan. I see. Your feelings towards your fans are real. Your desire to make it as a star is authentic too. You have what it takes to succeed. Then, why? Because your dream self, your desire to go independent, was a lie. Oh. You came to me because you were unhappy with your agency, isn't that right? Yes. You were angry with your agency for not understanding you. You rebelled against their orders to change who you are. You took those negative emotions and sugarcoated them with the convenient guise of a dream to fool yourself. Real dreams stem from something more positive, don't you think? Akiyama-san. Nanako-chan. My manager? What are you doing here? I've been looking everywhere for you. I had to ask all over town to finally track you down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I told you to make a change without considering your feelings. I didn't know how much I'd hurt you. But I want you to know that the agency hasn't given up on you. On the contrary, we think you can shine even brighter. Really? I'm kicking myself for not properly taking this matter up with you and discussing your career together. No, it's my fault too. I was acting totally selfish in spite of all the support I was given over the years. It's thanks to the agency that I even became an idol, and with fans who support me no less. I somehow convinced myself that it was all about me. Nanako-chan. So... I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused. No, the fault is all mine. Please forgive me. See? They really do appreciate you. Huh? If you ask me, you've got a pretty good agency behind you. Like I said, you have what it takes to succeed. You're right. It's time I stopped running away from reality. Akiyama-san? Huh? I know I put you through a lot of trouble. Could you please forget about my loan? Sure, that's fine. On one condition. Don't do anything half-heartedly anymore, deal? I'll be rooting for you. Yes, sir. It's so hard to like Akiyama. Thank you for everything. I didn't do anything worth thanks. I'm just a billionaire super genius that knows people better than they know themselves. It's like the added layer of like, he's a super genius that knows people better than they know themselves, just at a glance, and can test them with magical tests that totally would work. But also weird gender politics of like, oh, this silly girl, she was just wrong. Every man around her knew better. And she was just going off on a wrong, weird tangent. Silly, trying to think she could make a business of herself. Back to working for those people. Just so quick with the emotions. One misunderstanding and she runs off. Oh, geez. Well, that's that, and I'll be damned. I really didn't do anything this time. Well, except maybe blow through more money. At this rate, I'm going to be quite a while before the Sotenbori branch gets back on track. Expa. I maxed out that one and none of the other ones. Dodge right after an attack, but uses your heat. Touch your enemy as you get up seems kind of productive. we just work with this like fantasy idea that billionaires are ultra geniuses that just deserve it and know better and so on. And this is the thing we keep coming up with again with the Akiyama storylines, but like he's a massive time-wasting buffoon that makes huge mistakes and doesn't even lock his money in a safe with a, like he doesn't even lock the safe that his money goes in. Like so much of the story is enabled by him being an idiot, and yet he's somehow also a super genius that managed to make all this money in the first place by just getting a relatively small amount of money that fell out of the sky by pure happenstance, and that was all the opportunity he needed to pull himself up by his bootstraps. And he made some smart investments off camera between games that made him unfathomably rich in a way that makes him effectively, as far as the narrative seems to be concerned, permanently rich. Up to and including the fact that he lost a fucking mountain of money last game and it still didn't matter. He's just effectively a permanently rich character. And yet, he's still framed as this genius that can read people and that can do everything perfectly and just, like, knows everything with his amazing instinct. And it's like, no. The on-screen character we see is an idiot all the time. Like, constantly. Whenever he's not having these isolated, like, I'm a genius and look at me show off how much of a genius I am side stories. Meanwhile, in real life, we just think about, like, we have, like, the thing he's doing where he vets whether or not people deserve to have an independent life or not is, like, weirdly reminiscent of stuff like Donald Trump's The Apprentice. And like, Trump is famously, like, not actually very good at a lot of the stuff. He has countless failed ventures and horrible ideas and it just, like, fails upward, but often not even upward, just kind of, like, flounders while also generally pretending to be richer than he even is and so on. It's like it's weirdly reminiscent of that stuff. And then we have our mega ultra nightmare billionaire Elon Musk is now like owning Twitter and just like nosediving it. Like he managed to he's managing to currently tank one of the most popular websites in the world when he would have literally been more effective if he did absolutely nothing. He's cost thousands of people their jobs, and he'd managed to somehow do it all in a way that, in a large part, somehow puts the company in debt instead of himself to a large extent. So he also gets to dodge the consequences of his own actions that are all bad. It's like that's the reality of billionaires. They're people that play the system and have the power to do so in a way that's not fair to anyone else. Like they can pull moves that they're not clever for doing. They just literally aren't available to normal people. And half the time they don't even do a good job at that because it's just some dude of unexceptional quality but exceptional means, which is not, that's not bootstraps, that's not innate decision making or instinct or like intelligence. It's just greed, it's greed and PR, which is unimpressive.
Nah.
Oh, hi, Akiyama-san. You got a minute? I was hoping to talk to you about Haruka. To me? What about? Don't tell Haruka, but I think she might have a stalker. Something happened? We were walking back to her apartment late the other night, and I caught some weirdo was following us. I don't think Haruka noticed, but after saying goodnight, I came back out, and that same guy was still there, watching from a distance. What happened then? I was scared, but I went towards him to get a better look at his face, and he took off running. I remember he must have been spying on Haruka. Interesting. Has anything like this ever happened before? There's plenty of wacky people with all sorts of crazy ideas, if Haruka's fan letters are anything to go by. There's no end to them. But this time, the stalker knows where Haruka lives. That's what worries me. Our agency was neither the staff nor the money to keep watch over Haruka 24/7, especially with all of the known employees dead or injured. Still, it's not exactly something we can just ignore. So, I was hoping to ask a favor of you. Would you mind taking a look around Haruka's apartment building every so often? Just when you have time. If you spot anyone sneaking around, I'd like you to give them a stern talking to. Sure, but I think you might be a little too optimistic if you think that'd be enough to scare them off. But it's worth a try. I might just be the man for the job. I'm counting on you, Akiyama-san. Did I see a glittery thing before? Did I imagine it? Probably. I tend to do that. Here we go. Probably have more of these to do at this point. So many of the items in this game are just about cheating at gambling. Oh, that one's not lit up. It is brighter than the other ones. I guess I only got one. These two objectives are conspicuously close to each other, to the point where I might activate the wrong one. Oh, there he is. Wow, seriously? Guy's none too secret about being a stalker, is he? Excuse me, pal. Mind telling me what you're up to? What? Who are you? I'm with Dynachair. Ring a bell? You're from Haruka-chan's agency. Yep. So, let me ask you again. What are you doing here? Well, you see, nothing. Later. Oh. Hey, stop. Come back. I just want to chat. I want your autograph. Ha ha ha, tee. Just beat him over the head with the... I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even realize that they could use those as melee weapons. Ooh. They're so good at running. Stop it. Oopsie. I didn't know you can beat them with the weapons. I thought you could only throw them. Chasing got really easy in this game. I remember it being kind of a struggle last game, or Judgment, or one of them. It was like you had to be kind of careful, or I don't really remember losing so much as just like having huge time costs whenever I would blow it because I had to catch up again, and there was like a lot of like dodging and stuff. I'm just faster than them. Like it's very easy to catch them. All right, I'll ask you nicely. Quit skulking around, Haruka-chan. Stalking is a crime, you know that, right? You got it all wrong. I'm no stalker. I was trying to keep Haruka-chan safe. Sure, that's what they all say. I swear, I'm not lying. Haruka-chan really is being stalked. No admission of guilt, nor any sign of remorse. Okay, you had your chance. What do you say we call the police? I'm not lying, I'm telling you. Look, there he is. That's him. That's the real stalker. I see him wandering around Haruka-chan's apartment all the time because I'm always doing that. You're serious. See? There he goes. He's the stalker, you gotta believe me. What? Damn it. Why do they always have to run? It's extremely sussy that you're here, though. Obviously. You're both stalkers, like... That's how this math works. Bad news. Why do you let him run away? Just grab him. Oh, the camera literally faced the wrong way. That's kind of a dick move. God, Akiyama has a fucking slipstream. It's absurd. Oh, God damn it. Man, they got me running all over town. So, pal, tell me, are you the real stalker? Stalker? You got it all wrong. I was hoping to protect Haruka-chan. Ah, jeez, not you two. Fine, we'll let the police sort this out. Wait. I ain't really your stalker. Look over there. There he is. Don't try to pretend you're not, you creep. I seen you staking out Haruka-chan's apartment plenty of times. You take that back. I ain't no stalker. I'll have you know that I've been keeping Haruka-chan safe. Hey, mellow out. What's going on here? How if I know? Where do you get off calling me a stalker? I'm gonna keep Haruka-chan safe from the likes of you assholes. Say your prayers. Oh. Okay. Well. Do not. Ah, fuck. You just do not understand what you just signed up for. It's so much blood. So, what was this all about? Gentlemen, would you care to explain, please? I'm not a stalker. I admit I found Haruka-chan's apartment, and I hung around hoping I could maybe see her. But then I noticed there was a shitty guy hanging around there as well, so I told myself I had to protect her. It was some guy in a tracksuit. Wait, that's the same as me. I saw this brute sniffing around Haruka-chan's place. She needed protecting from him. I saw that creep in the suit acting all kinds of suspicious. I was just trying to keep Haruka-chan safe. Alright, I've heard enough. Basically, all three of you are whistling the same tune. Well, you all try to keep Haruka-chan from a stalker, and you all got mistaken for one. What a mixed up bunch of white knights. How silly can you get? Well, it's a good thing it wasn't serious. These guys seem harmless enough. Just some fans who took things a little too far. Sure caused us enough worry, though. You stay away from Haruka's place from now on. If I see you again, I'm calling the cops. Won't happen again. Please forgive us. Sorry for causing you trouble. Phew, thanks for clearing this up, Akiyama-san. I suppose I should thank you. Huh? How about this? Another gambling item to throw in the garbage. Gambling is for people that just want to kill time and spend 300 hours in this game because it's the only game their parents bought them this year. Mail from my investigator. What's this about? The name is Akihiko Yamori. I was added to the blacklist by the Kansai Credit Ratings Board. The past few days, it looks like he went to see a number of moneylenders in Osaka, but got turned away by all. Akihiko Yamori. It's so tempting to make the syllable counts match. So, it's finally happening. Brooding won't help. All I can do is wait at the office. Oh. Where am I? Down here. As inconveniently far away I could possibly be from any fat. Why isn't there a cab? Why can't there be a cab at the bottom of the map? Probably because there's no external road there. It's just so... the whole middle of the map is a dead zone for fast travel, so you just end up having to run all the way. Womp womp. Ba-doop ba-doop. It's maybe a little too optimistic to imply that everyone's just a bunch of, like, well-meaning people that are all just looking out for Haruka. It's like, no, they're all being creeps for being here in the first place to catch each other also being creeps. Don't go to someone's house, you fucking weirdos. It's incredibly creepy behavior. Also, when you gotta think about it, when you're any kind of public figure, what's really scary about people that show up to your house against your will is that that's just so commonly understood to be an unacceptable piece of behavior that the simple fact that they are doing it filters them down to a much smaller group of people that would think that they could get away with that, and not realize that that's a huge mistake to do. And if they're doing that, that significantly increases the percentage of those people that are dangerous. Because the kind of people that would be doing something dangerous are obviously in the group of people that would show up to your house, and then people who are just incredibly oblivious or moral or like socially maladjusted and just don't understand how inappropriate this is basically the rest of that group. So if you're filtering out all of the people who know better, that makes the people that are dangerous and know better a much larger, like a huge percentage of all of a sudden of the people that would actually do it. Compared to the people, compared to the general public. So when people say that about people showing up their fans being dangerous, and like people are like, well, most people aren't dangerous, obviously. Yeah, but most of the people who are the most of the not dangerous people would know better than to show up at your house, which means that's the people that know better are also the ones you're not dealing with. So it's really concerning why they're showing up at your house, let alone how they got that information. Because even if you get doxxed by someone, like people that look into that information, the people who expose that information in the first place are fucked up, but also the people who like encounter that information in the wild in any context, either because they looked for it or because they encountered it against their will, them committing it to memory or writing it down in any context, that's fucked up. If you ever learn somebody's address somehow, you should instantly go back, stop trying to remember that, and not make any efforts to keep that around, because that's not information you should keep. So yeah, 3 people showing up at her house, it's time to move. Akihiko Yamori, he'll show up eventually. Things are about to get pretty complicated when he does. Maybe we should deal with other things first. I might need to switch back to Haruka, actually. There's select character. Go warp across town and deal with wrapping up her stuff. I think we're simultaneously nearing the ends of both characters' stories. It's best to hold off for a bit. I'm disgusting! My thrilled cheese arrived, and there's multiple regrets. One, I ordered a sandwich and a brownie, and I got a sandwich and cheese sticks, and I'm like, there's cheese on the sandwich, sir. I don't need more cheese. Cheese sticks are, as a side, are not analogous to brownies as a dessert. Like, cheese sticks are to be shared. Eating an entire thing of cheese sticks, that's so much cheese. You shouldn't have that much cheese. You should eat things that are of a variety of things, and so on. So, that's the first regret, is I have a side that I don't really want to eat instead of the thing that I actually ordered, which would have been nice to have at some point today. I would like some chocolate. I still don't have any chocolate in my life. The other thing is that the sandwich was like bacon, egg, avocado, tomato, something. That was a runny ass egg. That was one of the runniest eggs I've had in a sandwich in a long time. Those things were bursting like water balloons. Immediately regret having a beard. Like just, oh no. It immediately became a thing of like, I'm sitting back in my computer chair eating this thing, and then it's like, I'm just gross. I'm just like leaning forward, trying to eat the thing over the takeout bin that it came in, completely like hooking it under my chin against my neck to just completely avoid any like extraneous spatter from getting around my workstation and so on, because it's just fluid, and I'm just like, help. I freaking walked to the bathroom with the empty bin just to keep it under me until I got to the sink to then just like sit there washing my face for like 5 minutes. I'm like, why was this the wettest sandwich I've ever had? I've had Togos before that was drier than this. It was intense. It's not even what I wanted to order. I couldn't find the thing I wanted to order. I wanted to order from the street dog place. And they were down there. Sawamura-san? Huh? Yes? I'm Kazumi. I go to the same school as you. Oh, you do? Did you need me for something? Sawamura-san. You know someone named Akiyama-san, don't you? Yes, I know him. Well, Akiyama-san rescued me. He saved me from having to go out with men for money. The girls from school were trying to make me do it. Really? Goodness. Akiyama-san kept me safe. He's an amazing person, isn't he? Yes, he is. And, Sawamura-san, if I see you at school, would it be okay if I say hi? Pardon? I don't have any friends at school. I was hoping maybe I could chat with you if I see you. If you don't mind, of course. Oh, of course. I'd love to chat with you. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Haruka. See you at school. Thanks to Akiyama-san, I just made a friend. I need to thank him next time. Is that the entire side story? Oh, there's something else over here. But that was like the payoff to the previous one. I guess it must just be inside. Inside but separate from the main story bit.
来たね、はるか。プリンセスリーグまであんまり時間ないけど。どないする？すぐにプリンセスリーグ行く？けど。
Must be on here. Prince Circle event? Which one of these is the actual side quest? I don't know how to tell. I don't get it. I just continue forward?
Haruka, もうあんま時間ないで。
Let's do it, I guess.
プリンセスリーグに行きます。
うん、気合入ってんな。 ほんならスケジュール表見て、プリンセスリーグの予定確認しとこう。
Princess League Round 2. Remember the rhythm stuff? Dude, difficulty levels.
よっしゃ、行こうか。
You can be a little rhythm game baby. Can't handle any of the buttons.
山浦さん、どうかしました？
ほんまのこと言うとな、私テレビ局来るん久々やね。
え、そうなんですか？
なんや緊張してきたわ。
大丈夫ですよ、山浦さん。
ごめんな、私の方がしっかりせんなあかんのに。
いいんです、行きましょう。控室はこの奥ですから。
ほんなら私先行ってるわ。
沢村。わしや T セットのマネージャーの
中井さん。
社長が死んだばっかりやのに、もうこんなとこにおるんか。ほんま小さい事務所はなりふり構ってられんちゅうことか。
失礼します。
ところでお宅の社長、ほんまに自殺なんかな？敵の多いお人やったからな、パクさんは。あの人死んでせいせいしたいう業界の人間もぎょうさんおる。自殺に見せかけて誰かに殺されたんとちゃうか。これであんたに同情票集まったらシャレにならん。ああ、案外犯人はダイナチアの中の人間なんとちゃうか。
やめてください。
ほっ
中井さん、私が T セットに勝ったら二度と私たちに構わないでください。約束できますか？
ほんまおもろい女やで。
答えてください、中井さん。
せやったらそっちもなんかかけてもらわなあかんな。沢村、お前が負けたらうちに移籍してもらう。それでどうや？まあ当然 T セットの後輩としてやけどな。あいつらが姉さんになったら今以上に可愛がってもらえるで。
わかりました。
ええな、約束したで。
失礼します。
なんでそんな勝手な約束したん？堀江君かて相手にせんのが一番やって言うてたやろ。
黙っていられなかったんです。すみません。
それがあの中井っちゅうマネージャーの手なんよ。前はこうなったらあいつらの鼻明かしたろ。あんたやったらできる。 T セットを引きずり下ろしてまずは大阪のトップアイドルになるんや。
はい。
よし、ほんなら今日の衣装に着替えてしっかり頼んだで。よっしゃ、バッチリ。ええよ、今日も決まってる。どうぞ。
失礼します。沢村さん、そろそろお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
I'm noticing they don't even make door opening sounds. They just teleport somebody in off camera. Is this a smaller audience?
皆様ご機嫌いかがでしょうタイム。司会のドルチェ神谷です。アイドルたちが繰り広げる仁義なき戦いは巷で大反響を巻き起こしちゃってます。早くもテンションクライマックス。トップアイドルへの登竜門プリンセスリーグ決勝戦第2ラウンドを迎えました。対戦ルールは前回と同じ。会場の皆様は優れたパフォーマンスをしていると思うアイドルのステージ近くへと自由に移動しちゃってください。ライブ終了時、あなたに近いステージのアイドルを指示したことになるので要注意ですよ。さあ、それでは第1ラウンドからデッドヒートを演じてくれた2 2組のアイドルをご紹介しましょう。まずはこちらのアイドル。光る個性が混じり合い生み出す力は無限大。優雅な立ち振る舞いは王者の風格すら感じさせます。完全無欠の最強デュオ T セット。未完の大器はついにその片鱗を見せ始めたか。ファンの予想をはるかに超えるスピードでステージに立つたびに進化する驚異のアイドル、沢村はるか。さあ、どちらのアイドルがより多くの観客を魅了しフィーバーさせられるんでしょうか。それではいっちゃいましょう。レディーゴー。
She gets better every time she's on stage, like some kind of RPG protagonist. They have four? They have 4 idol heats? Oh. It feels so wrong they don't generate idle heat over the course of a level at all. Seems kind of unfair that they have so many idle heats. I guess they're just higher level. I'm in trouble. That was a over 100 hit streak. They had like 3 or 4 idle heats, and I might have still won.
はるかちゃん、T セットの2人お疲れ様でした。2組とも素晴らしいパフォーマンスでしたね。ただしこのステージはライブバトル。どちらがより多くの観客から支持を得られたのか確認しないといけません。さあ、そろそろ結果の集計が終わったようです。今回の勝者はどちらのアイドル？優勝の行方を大きく左右する第2ラウンドを制したのは沢村はるかだ。 ァイナルラウンドに向けて期待できる結果になったんじゃない？
はい、とっても嬉しいです。
ファイナルラウンドですが、自信はどう？抱負を聞かせてください。
正直自信はありません。でも優勝したい気持ちは誰よりも強く持っています。だからファイナルラウンドでは私の思いを届けられるように精一杯頑張ります。
はるかちゃん、サンキューです。とても強い意気込みを感じるコメントでした。これはファイナルラウンド期待するしかないでしょう。さあ、いかがでしたでしょうか。こちら会場は未だ大歓声が鳴りやみません。しかし残念ながらそろそろお時間となってしまいました。それでは次回もお楽しみに。 See you next stage!
See you next stage. Technically understand what you mean,
よかった
but
ではるか。次はいよいよ最終決戦や。 T セットも必死で挑んでくるはずや。最後の最後まで全力で頑張ってこ。
はい。
ほんなら蒼天堀戻ろう。秋山さんと待ち合わせしてんやろ。
ええ。
せやけどほどほどにしいや。私としてはほんまは空いた時間はレッスンに当ててほしい思てる。私もクリスティーナもいつでもスタンバイしてるから。ええな。
はい、わかりました。
よし、ほんなら行こうか。お疲れさん。私は先戻ってるわ。あんたは疲れてるやろし、ゆっくり帰ってきたらええ。
はい、ありがとうございます。はい、沢村です。
はるかちゃん、秋山だけど今大丈夫？
秋山さん、はい、今収録が終わったところです。
そっか。じゃあ疲れてるところで悪いんだけど、ちょっと話したいことがあるんだ。できればあのトレーナーの人も一緒に。
山浦さんですか？山浦さんなら先にダイナチアに戻ってるはずです。
じゃあダイナチアで集合ってことでいいかな。俺は入り口のところで待ってるから。
わかりました。もしかして人弁士が見つかったんですか？
期待させて悪いんだけど、それとは別件でね。じゃあまた後で。
はい、失礼します。
I might have done things in the wrong order. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. We're heading down there regardless. Yeah, I don't know what the sub-story is that I'm missing right now. Maybe they just want you to farm your way through all of the side things and eventually something comes up. Not entirely sure. Also, maybe it's intentional, but it's like... Where am I? It's hard to tell how well you're doing during the dance. There is like a little meter, but I just mean like it's hard to tell because you can't see how well the enemy team is doing or what you're actually trying to beat or how good is good enough. It feels like they kind of just gave a meter that they could vaguely make look like is a close match no matter what, but like I kind of doubt that I had to be as near 100% as I was in order to do it. So instead it makes me think that like I probably could have done worse and still won, but how much worse, I wonder. Because they made it look like I barely won. But who knows, maybe I am just that underleveled that playing relatively well wasn't good enough. And I still was on the verge of losing, despite, you know, not. I really wish I could tell what my dance options were more easily on the fly. It stresses me out. But generally speaking, I can beat these people without using the heat actions. So they're just bonus. Can you handle it? Groove Booster. Oh, not heal me. I pressed it too fast. That's the most useless one. I like this kind of stuff. It's like the themes that they do for the Persona games. Whoa! I didn't even read what it did. I was distracted by the move. Heart Strike. Punch her in the heart. Heart Strike. Famously, in dance competitions, you do special attacks on each other. You've been obliterated. Nope.
Yeah.
Your skills are quite formidable. Maybe you're capable of other things, but can you defeat the power of dance? Let's do one more. There you are. Just general upkeep. Even though I think this only upgrades one of my stats, which means it only upgrades one of my buttons, like makes B stronger or one of them. But I don't know, they're all mixed in, probably roughly evenly. There's more song variety in the dance battles. When you do practice or competitions, it's just the same songs over and over again. Kill. Being able to just directly attack the enemy's health bar feels like cheating. Kill. Also, I have like a 100% hit rate during these dances. I just never make a mistake. Kill. Da 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 da, you're dead. I want an idling. Pokemon rule says you have to give me your money now.